Let's do this. Hi guys! So today I want to address something that has been on for a few months and has been on my mind for a few days. It's how the internet has just become so toxic lately. To give you some context, when I started content creation 7-8 years ago, people were kinder, things were different, and again, I'm not talking about hate or trolling or just those things. I'm talking about the larger picture of how over the past few weeks, everything you see on the internet is kind of toxic at some level. As I scroll on my Instagram or Twitter or wherever, it's just there's been one bad thing after another in 2020, and instead of it tying us together, it's kind of divided us. And I don't know why the internet has become the place to hate on other people, to completely try to break people, to be negative, to be nasty, and it's not cool. When I started Real Talk, I did this rude is not cool video about how being rude in comments to people is not cool. But right now, things are beyond rude. It's crazy where I feel like it's just affecting everybody's mental health. The pandemic is something none of us have ever experienced and something that we're all going through together. And it has, of course, taught us a lot of things. It has pushed us in various ways. So you guys see me as this happy, positive, vibrant person in most of my content. But have I been that way constantly for the past 4 months? No. There have also been days when I feel low. There have also been days when I just haven't felt like doing anything. And on those days when you kind of put on, your Instagram or your YouTube, and you go through the comments and there's some really mean or nasty things, they really affect you because we're already all dealing with so many things. And it's just been crazy. I feel like people have just become so intolerant and so impatient, and it's like the internet has become this place to kind of vent your anger and frustration about everything that you're going through. And that's not right. With Black Lives Matter, there was just so much unnecessary hate given to people who actually posted and tried to support the movement. It was like, oh, you don't talk about problems in India, you don't talk about this, and a lot of people do. Like, I, as a creator, I try to talk about as many things as I can on my platform because I feel like I have a voice and I should talk about things that I believe in or that are relevant to me or to people that follow me, and that people should change for the better. But is it possible to talk about virtually everything in the world? It's not, because neither are creators journalists, nor are they news personalities. So I think it's crazy because you post one thing, people will be like, why didn't you post this? And when you don't post something, it's like, oh, you didn't post this. Like, I remember when Irfan Khan passed away and Rishi Kapoor passed away, people started attacking me saying, how can you not post an RIP picture? And it was an actual attack by someone in the comments on some other picture that I had posted. And I was like, this is crazy, I don't need to grieve publicly for somebody for you to feel better or for you to like me or not like me. I could actually have taken a moment myself and thought, oh my God, I love these actors and it's sad that they're no more. But why do I have to post about it? And at the same time, I feel like if I had posted about it, possibly there would be people who turn around and say, she hardly ever watches Bollywood movies, which is true. So I think it's crazy to think that, there's an attack for literally everything. Same thing happened again with Sushant Singh Rajput. People, again, what are your thoughts? Tell us this, tell us that. Why do I need to talk about it publicly? I feel like it's disrespectful to a person that passed away then when you talk about them if you don't know them and you don't know their story, especially in the given circumstances. And there's already so much on the internet, and it's become like so vicious and so toxic, where you can see people actually attacking other actors and his family and his girlfriends and calling them murderers. And it's crazy, you don't know what you are doing to those people and their mental health. And I think that all needs to stop. Like, we all need to take a step back. We all need to think about what we're saying to a person, and remember that there is a person behind that screen. Honestly, it's not even about what's right or wrong anymore. It's just about people being vicious, people being like attacking people. It's just attack, attack, attack. It's almost for like people attacking people for existing, which I think is crazy. And I think we all need to realize that there are people behind these screens. There are actual human beings reading your comments, or people threatening like people's parents, people's kids. It's just, I mean, I'm like, to even see these things on the internet, it's just so disturbing to think that how do you say that to another person? Mental health and well-being is very important right now. It's important for you, it's important for me, it's important for everybody, because as I said, we're all going through something unprecedented. It's bringing out a lot of emotions in us, and I think for a lot of people, the easiest way to get rid of certain emotions that they can't tackle is to attack other people online, and that's just not acceptable. So there are a few things I want to draw to your notice, or to bring to your attention. If you're someone who, is in that position, is angered, is ready to attack someone, just count to 5, okay? Count to 5 and think a few things. One line I'll tell you is what my father taught me. It's Father's Day today, so I'm going to give you his advice. He told me when I was very young that sometimes if you have nothing nice to say, it's better to say nothing at all. And that is something I follow till date. And I'm not talking about speaking up for what's right, or, your point of view, etc., etc. But sometimes you should just let it go. If it's something that's not going to make any difference to your life, or to the other person's life in a positive manner, I think just drop it. The other best thing you can do if someone's content, or if a person doesn't agree with you, or if you don't think this person is right, just unfollow, unsubscribe. That's better for your mental health, better for their mental health, because if you're just angry and you're just attacking someone, that's not good for you either. And that person is obviously reading those comments and is also on the receiving end of that. And that's not good for them either, because you don't know what a person is going through on that day. And you might just think, oh, it's just one comment or 2 comments. But sometimes that one comment can really trigger a reaction in a person, and they can really be upset by it. So yeah, these are things I want you to keep in mind before you want to attack someone online. And again, this is just not about your point of view or being, rude or polite. Of course, there's always a nice way to say things. Like, you cannot attack people viciously. You cannot be like Instagram police and try to change someone because you don't like the way they are. And you can't make things so toxic. As I said in the beginning of this video, when I started out with content creation, the internet was a much kinder place. People were much nicer. Yes, they spoke constructively. If they didn't like something, they were not necessarily rude to you all the time. And definitely this whole toxic, vicious, attacking scenario was not present. And I just wish we could go back and make the internet kind again. So this is my little attempt at doing that, to reason with you, to get you to see other people's point of views. And even if you don't agree, it's okay to agree to disagree, and just don't be rude, don't be vicious, don't be nasty, and don't be toxic, because we don't need that. We're all going through a lot right now, and be the bigger person. If you don't like something on the internet, think of yourself as the bigger person, and not say something that's going to ruin someone else's day just for the sake of saying it, because you won't feel better. That kind of energy doesn't make anybody feel better. And just channel your energy the right way. I'm not someone who gets a lot of hate, and this is not directed, directly at my audience or a particular person or a particular comment. This is just in general. I've been seeing that there's a lot of toxicity lately. Like, honestly, I've also not wanted to scroll on my Twitter or Instagram. I'm just like, no, I don't want this negativity in my life, so I stay off it. And I feel like that's a terrible thing, because the internet used to be a very positive, kind, happy place. So let's make it that again. I'm going to leave you with some thoughts and messages, and I hope these, come to your mind when you're going to say something nasty to someone. If you are, or if you see someone saying something nasty, I hope you can stop them. And let's all do this together. Let's make the internet kinder.
Whenever you type a nasty comment and you're about to leave it on someone's post, think about whether you would say that to them in person, and think about how you would feel if someone said that to you before you post it. And I can guarantee that almost every single time you will be able to find a nicer way to put it. The world needs a lot more kindness right now, and what you may think is just a joke or constructive criticism might actually affect the person on the receiving end in a very different way. It can evoke shame, it can lower self-esteem, and it's just not nice. So maybe instead just try being kinder. It's really not that difficult, and the person on the other end may actually respect you so much more.
I agree, the negativity is kind of triple folded to an extent. Everybody just comes to the internet and just loves creating a mess, and you can see opinions thrown around, negativity thrown around like confetti, and which shouldn't be the case. I think people just forget that we are actual human being behind these YouTube videos, behind these Instagram posts, and it's just, do you want people to talk to you the way you talk to us online? Have a little more empathy, be kind to people. You never know what someone is going through, and a little bit of kindness and encouragement could make their day better. So just remember to be polite, remember to treat people the way you want to be treated, and just spread kindness, spread love. It's not that hard.
In times like these, the most important thing is to be sensitive towards one another and to be compassionate. I think kindness is the most underrated virtue, and it's high time we all use it. So the next time you post something online, if it's a comment or if it's a message, think about how you would feel if you received it. So always read it twice in your head and then go ahead.
Hi everyone, this is Miss Malini, and I urge you all to behave online the way you would in real life, with empathy, kindness, and love.
I know that the times that we're in are tough and challenging. For me as well, every day feels like a roller coaster. Some days are good, some days are bad, some days I have to ask myself what I'm feeling. And I'm sure everyone is going through the exact same thing. These are not easy times. And what we can do together is help each other out and be kinder and nicer to people, and know that everyone is going through something really difficult in their lives, and this is not easy for anyone. So what we can do is lead with some empathy, be nicer, be kinder, help support each other instead of bringing people down.
Spending so much more time on the internet right now than we ever have is why it's very, very important that the place is safe and it's happy and it's kind. If not for someone else's sanity, do it for yourself. Be nice to people. Be nice to people. Please, please, please be nice to people.
सिर्फ थोड़ी चीज़ें कहूँगा. आजकल दुनिया में बहुत हेट है और इंटरनेट पे भी बहुत सारी हेट है. बट द ओनली वे आउट टू दिस इज एक्सेप्टेंस. इफ यू एक्सेप्ट थिंग्स विल बी मच बेटर एंड ईजियर. एंड हेट करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. अगर आप किसी को प्यार दोगे तो सामने प्यार ही मिलेगा, एंड वर्ल्ड विल बी अ मच बेटर प्लेस. सो मत करो यार.
So I always go by the saying of be kind to someone that you meet, because you never know the battle they're facing inside their own mind. So that goes for what you watch on the internet as well. I know it's fun to say that, oh, this video was not good, oh, that film sucked, but also there is a real person behind that screen. So be kind, and be kind.